Hey everyone, you're watching a Matt Ogus workout video brought to you by Legends of Aesthetics. So I'm going to read a Facebook message and respond to it in this video from Mitchell. He gives me some background information about himself. 19 years old, 6 foot tall, 76 kilos, which when you bring that into pounds, it's about 167 pounds currently. He says he started off not knowing shit, did the whole clean eating thing for about 3/4 of a year. Learned about tracking macros and has been doing that for about 3/4 of a year, and he says by far the best results from tracking macros. He started tracking macros around August of 2012, and around that time he was cutting. He was cutting on like 45 fat, 170 carb, 170 protein, which he says was really low. And he ends up saying he got quite lean, but for no reason. And this is something I like to touch upon real quickly. A lot of people end up getting really, really cut for no reason, and they end up regretting it, or deciding that hey, that probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. A lot of people do this mainly for summertime, right? They want to get. A lot of guys just want to get like 5, 6, 7, 8% body fat for summertime to look good, thinking that it's going to get them all the babes and whatnot. Turns out, looks never get babes. It's all about your confidence, your drive, your desire, just your alpha male presence, just being a solid person, having integrity, and more than anything, just being confident and taking what you want. But a lot of guys just want to get lean as hell, thinking it's going to get them laid. Not the case. Definitely not the case. Anything but the case. So, if anything, if you want to look healthier, want to look leaner, I recommend most guys, if you're at 15 or 20% body fat, get down to, depending on what's easy for you, somewhere between 10 and 12% body fat if you're going to go on a cut. Unless you're going to do a competition, like a bodybuilder, or you have some sort of monetary gain, or it's going to make you feel really, really good on the inside, no real reason to get down to 4 to 6% body fat, or even 7 or 8% body fat for most people. Unless you're one of the people, like say myself, who can get down to 8% body fat and you don't really lose any strength or muscle. So it kind of depends on the individual. But recommendation here: don't get lean or extremely lean for no reason. You can go on a cut, but do it just to burn off all that extra body fat you have, and it's not really necessary to get super lean. So, now he has an issue. He's saying that he's been bulking. He started his bulk around February, so he's been doing it for about a month, 2 months. Started at 220 carb, and he's been adding carbs every week. He'll add 10 grams of carbs for all days for the week, once every week. So he's been bumping up slowly. He's now at 300 carbs, so he's been able to bump up his carbs by 80. He's bumped up his fat by 10, bumped up his protein by 10, and there's an issue now. He's saying that he's actually losing weight. He's now losing 1/2 to 1 pound per week. He's saying he's extremely accurate. He's on Jim Wendler's now. He's not doing any cardio. Doesn't have a really demanding job. He's not burning that many calories. Doesn't drink. The thing is, he says that he looks flatter and less defined now, which is kind of interesting because on one hand you're saying that that you've been losing weight, hence your metabolic rate is starting to really pick up, which is awesome, and that you're actually losing weight, which is kind of interesting because normally in these cases, like a lot of people that get to really low calories, or when they start upping their food again, they notice this rebound, this positive rebound, where they might even get leaner as they start upping their food. It happens with many people, and they actually, it seems that most of them say that they end up looking better during this short period of time. So it's kind of interesting, but at the same time, for most people, when they transition from their cut to their bulk, I'm not saying that this is you. You said that you're very accurate. A lot of people aren't very accurate during that phase. They will cut themselves a lot of slack, go out to eat more often than they should, not be very accurate. Like for me, for example, my 2011 season, Went down to SoCal like a week or two after the competitions, and I tried my best to be accurate, but didn't exercise enough discipline, ate out too often, and began my reverse dieting, my beginning of stages of my lean bulking, very poorly, and ended up putting on a decent amount of fat and looked like utter and complete shit. So ended up looking flatter, less defined, all of that. And he's concerned, Mitchell's concerned because he's wondering, he's saying he's really patient, he can deal with this whole issue, but he's really wondering, is it his metabolic rate that's catching up to him? Or is he doing something wrong now that he's losing weight? In my opinion, yeah, dude, you're not doing anything wrong. It really looks like your metabolism is just getting healthy, getting really healthy in a good way. It's improving, it's upping its own work capacity, and just keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on adding these carbs once a week until you get to the point where it's causing unnecessary weight gain, unnecessary fat gain, and then slowly taper that increase down, or stop increasing it for a while until you notice that your weight stabilizes, and then slowly start increasing it again. So just keep on increasing your carbs, your calories during the off season to make your metabolism as efficient as possible. Make it run through as many carbs and calories as possible. Keep doing what you're doing, and even though you might look, kind of fluffy right now, flat right now, eventually you will really fill out in a good, positive way as you lean bulk by adding as little fat as possible. Your muscles are going to end up looking full. You're going to look great in your skin, and just keep doing what you're doing.
Hey, quit being a little bitch! Ogus cake!